Hello everyone, today I'm going to be going over an interview with Gene Gustin. Sorry if I butchered that name, but he was the creative director for Assassin's Creed Origins and Assassin's Creed Black Flag. This interview was found on assassinscreed.com, and I'll link that down below if you want to read it. Okay, to start this off, I'm just going to be going over the bulk of this interview and just what I found interesting. So it said that he was the one who picked the setting of Egypt, and that the team originally had another location picked, but switched because he convinced them to, because he likes Egypt. He goes on to say that he knows Egypt was a top pick for Assassin's Creed games from the fans, as well as feudal Japan, but he felt that Egypt was just more interesting overall, and he just has a huge liking of it. He said that Egypt was arguably the birthplace of modern civilization, and that would fit for the origins of the Brotherhood. Gene continues to list off the things that made Egypt a perfect setting, people like Caesar and Cleopatra, the introduction of an actual economy, and a bunch of other cool factors. He does say that the lore does not hint at the Egypt as being a birthplace of the Brotherhood, so they kind of had to build it up on their own, so like pre-existing lore didn't really point towards Egypt. So that was something they had to work with. He said, quote, "We created this franchise 10 years ago with the first Assassin's Creed, with an established brotherhood, having rules and rituals, the tenets of the creed, the cutting of the finger, the ritual of the feather, the hood, etc." End quote. And, quote, "Here we were going far back enough in time that it felt it was the proper setting to tell you how these elements were forged and given the meaning they have in other games." End quote. So I think that was an interesting quote on just his interpretation of why they went back. When asked why they decided to go so far back instead of moving forward in time again, he said that going back so far was to send a message to fans that they still have much left to explore. He continues with saying it was an interesting idea to explore the origins, without having Bayek start out as an assassin like other protagonists have. Bayek functions differently, and he has to find his own way around instead of following a similar motive and path to previous games. When asked why it was important to explore the origins of the Brotherhood, he says this game was to get players to understand the, quote, before of the Brotherhood. He says that the loose philosophies shared by the characters would eventually go on to create the Creed. When asked if it was challenging, he comments about how he had to follow the already established lore and what's already happened. He said that they needed to find the right balance while exploring previously unexplored lore. They wanted fans to discover lore and find things they love without scaring away new fans. He says, quote, "Some concepts will be explained more in depth, and some will be hinted at, but there are still 1,000 years between Assassin's Creed Origins and Assassin's Creed. We also want to preserve that millennium for stories yet to be told." Now that was the bulk of the article, which I found, like I said, on assassinscreed.com. I just thought it was really interesting, and I wanted to give you guys a look at the creative director and what he thinks about the game, what he has to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video and comment down below what you think will be shown off in the 1,000 years between AC Origins and AC1. I'd love to hear your response. If you enjoyed this type of content, please share it with your friends and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.